The Baltimore Ravens have committed highway robbery. You're right. Look at that son of a gun right there, smiling in that convertible, going down the highway. Eric DeCosta and the Baltimore Ravens pulled off an incredible move, and we'll get to it in just a little bit. But before we do, I took a look back over the past month at all the analytics, and we haven't gotten a video with over 200 likes in a month. That needs to change today. That's going to change today. So go down there, like the video. Super easy. Costs you nothing. Helps us out a ton. And if you like today's video, then like the video. We'll get into the highway robbery. But before we do, we're going to have to hop into the time machine and go back to the 2022 NFL Draft, because that's when all of this went down. So to set the scene, first off, incredible pick. Number 14th overall pick in that NFL Draft was, of course, our own Kyle Hamilton. It's a little bit of highway robbery. It's not what we're going to be talking about, but it was a steal. 14th pick. He was the 7th overall rated player in the entire draft. So what a move by Eric DeCosta and the rest of the organization there. But what I'm talking about is the draft day trade that went out. The Ravens received the 23rd overall pick, and the Cardinals received Marquise Brown and the 100th overall pick. And when this went down, there were a lot of people with varying opinions, and I was one of them, right? But when you look at his stats with Baltimore, 585 yards, 739 yards, 1,008 yards, he was coming off of his best season. But I just don't think that DeCosta and Harbaugh and anyone else in the organization believed that he had much more to give. Marquise didn't either. He's the one that requested the trade. But they also saw that as, okay, he's maybe not a locker room guy. He doesn't want to be here. He's not mixing well. Let's get him out while he's got as much potential as he can, as his value's the highest as it has been so far with 1,008 yards the season prior. Let's get him out of here, right? Trade him to Arizona, and what's he done since? 2 years in Arizona, 709 yards, 574 yards, 7 touchdowns in 2 seasons. And then goes to Kansas City. No one knows what he's going to do yet. He's hurt right now, so there's that. But so far, just in dealing Marquise Brown, this move has been amazing. Do you guys miss Marquise Brown? Let me know in the comment section down below. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Maybe you miss him this season. Maybe you'd like to throw him in that wide receiver room, but what you got from him is far more valuable. But let me know. Do you miss Marquise Brown? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Before we get into our next point, I got to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is GameTime. GameTime is the place to go for the best seats at the lowest prices guaranteed. Today's show is sponsored by GameTime. And if you can't wait for the season to start, like me, and you want to get tickets to the big game locked down, you're going to want to give GameTime a shot. GameTime is the only place I go when I'm trying to get tickets to any college football or NFL game. Prices on the GameTime app actually go down the closer it gets to kickoff. GameTime has a new feature called GameTime Picks that make getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. GameTime Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on GameTime seats, so you don't have to waste the time searching through thousands of tickets. GameTime has so many incredible features: last-minute tickets and flash deals, views from the seats, and your lowest prices guaranteed. I'm going to talk a little bit about the views from your seats part of it, because my wife and I, we go to football games all the time. And how many times in years past do you buy a ticket, you get there, and then you're standing or sitting behind a pole, and you're like, what? I didn't see this. I wouldn't have bought the ticket if I wanted to see this. That's the great thing about GameTime is you get the view from your seats. You know exactly what you'll be looking at before you even purchase the ticket. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with GameTime. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download GameTime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Well, Lamar Jackson's not the only one who hasn't really missed Marquise Brown, because I think that's what a lot of people said. They're like, okay, if Marquise Brown goes, what happens to Jackson's productivity? Well, It's only gone up, right? Lamar's career highs in 2023 in these three categories were the best in his career. That's why they're highs. 67% completion percentage, 3,678 passing yards, and 8 yards per average pass attempt. And like I've already said, Brown's hurt right now in Kansas City. He's not playing. He played 1 snap in the preseason and got injured. And so when you look at just the fact that DeCosta got him out of the building for the price that he did and got back another first-round pick for someone who, A, didn't want to be here, and B, we believed had maxed out his potential, money move. But then that wasn't it, because there was a second trade that happened in the day. The Ravens traded with the Bills. Bills got a little, they wanted to get up there. They were a little antsy. They gave the Ravens the 25th overall pick and the 130th overall pick to get that 23rd overall pick. And you ask me, okay, you're talking about all this highway robbery junk. What did that turn into? Well, it turned into Tyler Linderbaum. That's what it turned into. Just a top 10, top 5 center in the National Football League at the age of what, 24, 25 years old? And also Jordan Stout, a top 10 punter in the NFL. You flipped what you had, and you got something better. You got something you needed. And look at Linderbaum's PFF grades from last year. His second year in the NFL, 917 snaps. Hasn't missed a game in his career. Knock on wood. Overall grade, 78.3. 76.1 pass blocking grade, and 78.7 run blocking grade. I think it's the top 5 center in the entire National Football League. But what do you guys think? Do you think he's a top 5 center in the NFL? Let me know down below. I would say so. I especially at the age, I don't think there's really any debating it. But that's my thoughts. You let me know down in the comment section. The funny part about all this is it's not like everybody came out happy, right? Pretty much the Ravens were the only ones who came out happy in this situation. And that's how robberies usually go, right? One person's happy, one person's not. And the Bills and the Texans, they weren't happy. The Bills, who'd they get with that 23rd pick? Kaiir Elam. You know, the cornerback that probably won't make the roster. Okay, who'd the Cardinals get, right? Who'd they get with that? Well, now he's a Texan. Myjai Sanders. Played 1 year for Arizona. Then the next year with the Texans, now he's a free agent. So do you see what I'm saying? Eric DeCosta took a wide receiver that he felt his ceiling, I'd already seen it, and he turned it into a Pro Bowl center at the age of 24 and a top 10 punter in the NFL. Find me a GM who's made a better move than that. Oh, and also with the 14th pick of the draft, he drafted the 7th best player, who is the quarterback of this defense. You might say, that's Roquan Smith. No, I think Roquan Smith is the head coach. I think Kyle Hamilton's the quarterback. Regardless, what a performance from Eric DeCosta. How would y'all grade his performance in the 2022 NFL Draft? It's been 2 years since it's happened. Thought it'd be cool to get a little look back at it. Let me know in the comment section below. A, B, C, D, or F. I'll let you use the minus plus system, but just let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. We got a video every day. We're going to go live for every single game this season. And also, let's get to 200 likes. Make sure you like that video.